How's it going, folks? A massive storm cell came through last night as we were moving the second load to the farm, and the dams are now overflowing, the three small ones into that large one down there. So I thought what we'd do is start at the driveway over there and just go for a little bit of a walk down past all the dams and see what sort of damage has been done erosion wise. And sorry if it's a little bit windy at times because I don't have my mics with me today. Or my gimbal, unfortunately. A few folks who are watching this on our Aquaponics YouTube channel, just a quick heads up, these videos won't be posted here forever. It will revert back to an aquaponics only channel and backyard farming. All the farm content will be over on our Bits Out the Back homestead channel. That's where the farm content will be. So if you want to keep in touch with us there, all you have to do is jump on over using the link in the description or one that pops up here and subscribe and hit that notification bell, and all should be hunky-dory and you'll get notifications when videos are posted there. Yes, magpies, they will. So anyway, that's enough of me yabbering on. Back to the main video. So I thought I'd start up the top of the dam system. You can see the water over the road there. We might just zoom in. So we have a whole heap of water on the other side of the road there, and this road is acting as a form of a leaky weir because there is no culvert pipe running underneath it. You might be able to make out all that blue metal there, the larger chunks, and that pretty much will make up the base for the road. So as a result, we have a lot of water leaking through the cracks and crevices, and it comes out here into Jack's little wading pool and this little wetland area. And from there, it flows on down to our first dam there. Now they must have had some form of erosion issue here previously because there are a series of truck tyres. There's just one there, and there's another one over there that looks like, oh yeah, it's a truck tyre. I thought it might have been a tractor, but they've used that to slow the flow of the water down. Jack's only just discovered dams, by the way, so you've got to excuse him. And into this dam here. Now you can see where the grass is on the sides of the dam. That's where the water level was 2 days ago, 3 days ago. We did have a little bit of rain last week, but it only just topped it up. This is all pretty much all filled up over the last day. Oh, actually, in less than 24 hours. So we'll just head down to the overflow. It's a lot of water, isn't there, Jack? I also just wanted to point out quickly that this pond and the next one are actually clear. All this mud is just turbulence that has been stirred up through the rain event. And as we come to the end here, we come to the little crossing, or what they used as a crossing, and we've driven over it as well. And this is basically the overflow into the next dam. And it is fairly wide, but as you can see, it's turned into a narrow path there, which causes greater erosion. And again, they've tried to back this up using truck tyres in the past. So this is something we really need to address, because all we need is another couple of big rain events through summer here, storm events, and we could very easily end up with this breaching, and that would ultimately lower the level of this dam and wreak havoc with this dam because it would force it to overflow more. This dam here is said to be the deepest one on the property. It's 2 tractors deep minimum on top of each other. The old owner knew because he got one tractor stuck and had to pull it out. So yeah, this one here is pretty much all full and overflowing into the next. So this one here is coming down over the roadway. I was actually wrong. This is the one we used to cross over into the bottom paddock. It actually doesn't look as eroded, but you can see we are definitely going to end up with issues, considering we only have a small flow coming in at the other end. That is eating backwards back through this wall. So originally it would have started overflowing there, and as the water is eroding more or removing more material, it is eroding further and further back, and that is falling quite a ways down there. And it looks again like there's large rocks. I can see a large rock just there, so I dare say they used large rocks as a foundation and then backfilled with soil. So we may end up having to excavate a lot more than we anticipated to fix the issue with these dams. Yes, I'm no expert. I'm just going on what I've gleaned from what other people have done online. And yeah, you can see where the lilies stopped. That was where the dam once was. And yeah, so that it's filled up quite considerably. In fact, the irrigation plumbing over there, the hose work, is almost underwater, and that was sitting a few good feet out of the edge of the water down to the next overflow. So we're at the edge of the Lily Dam here, and the water is slowly creeping to the overflow, and the overflow is just this little depression that runs down here, and then it runs over here down into the larger dam down here, which actually has water down the full length of it at this point in time. One of the big issues we have is a lot of the water, actually I can show you better from this side, a lot of the water from this paddock here rushes down here, doesn't go into that dam because there's a little bit of a rise just there, flows down here. It was pooling and it has created a hole in the middle of the crossing there that runs underground and comes out here, and as you can see, more big rocks down in there and a lot more just there. So I'm thinking by the time we come back up here with the next load, this dam level will be a lot lower. We will have a gully cut through here, and this dam here will be a lot fuller. Just looking from the other side of this dam, you can see the grassy slope, and also on the top side leading up to the house, even though it's steeper, because there's a lot of grass here, you don't tend to have the erosion that you get on the other sides. Quite stark difference over there with a steep bank cut into the side, and over here as well. It was just cut too deep, I think. They probably should have left another good, probably 5-10 meters and just had a shallower, smaller dam rather than aiming for something so big. But yeah, it's fine to say that after the fact, but we don't know what was happening at the time. But yeah, definitely a lot of water in here. And one of the issues we do have with this dam here is the design of the spillway, which I'll go around and show you. But it is, just the amount of water that has come through the whole dam system. And this one has only been filled with what's run off from that paddock up there, what ran down through there, what we recorded last night, and into that little washout zone. It's quite astounding just from one rain event. Yeah, we'll venture on down to that overflow and I'll show you my concerns with that. So just over there is the spillway from the other dam, where those rocks are, where it will enter into this dam. And we're at the dam wall here, and the spillway just starts down there. So we've got about, 1.2 to 1.3 meters worth of volume in this large dam yet, until it starts to run down the spillway. But this spillway has basically just been cut through the sandy loam here. I'm not 100% sure how this dam wall was made, if it was keyed in or what the go is, if there's rocks in there. But the thing I don't like about it is all that water, large rain event, rushes down through here and then down the back side of the wall, which is an artificial wall that's been made. So I'm thinking that there could be some erosion there. And yeah, really what should have happened is this spillway here should have been cut down through there, because there is another little natural water pond down in there that holds water during rain events, and that would have been better to go straight down there rather than run down and then sink just past where Jack was there, and yeah, just pull there in a small depression and then run down. So I can see why this wall has possibly failed in the past, especially if this is where he had the overflow. Might just go for a quick wander down there and check out that little depression, that little natural leaky dam over there that we were told about. So down here, that is the lowest point where the water is caught. Then it flows down through there, down to that little natural dam that you can see down there. It was just a natural depression, I'd say. So I can't see him have reclaiming a lot of material from down here. So I don't think when the dam wall breached previously, he lost a lot of material. Just enough to, probably all around where, just behind where May is walking there, that's probably remnants of it where it's backed up against the trees. And just out of curiosity, I want to check out this little depression over here and see what's in there. I can see some water. So there we go, there's a little bit of water that's just been caught from last night's rainstorm. So what we're thinking is there's a little bit of a track down here, and it might be possible to get some earth moving equipment in and dig down into that wall and put a pipe through that will take the water from away from the dam wall, any overflow, out through the pipe, and then deliver it far away from that dam wall down there. It's just an idea I've got. I don't know how feasible it is. We really need to get a consultant here, but I'm thinking that might be an option for at least 2 of these little dams along here. This one and possibly the last one that we saw that feeds into this, and the other 2 maybe concrete matting spillways might be the go. So yeah, I just thought I'd bring this to you. It's a little bit of a first-hand look. I know I've already done a video about water security on the farm, but I thought I'd just show you this as well. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this little bit of an update. And I really wish I knew how many millimetres or inches of rain we had so I could tell you, but unfortunately I don't. So just a bit of an update. As I mentioned in a little bit of text, we do have Cyclone Jasper, I think it's called, off the coast of Queensland, and it looks like it's going to make landfall around about Townsville or maybe higher. So while it's not low enough to affect us directly, generally what happens is these cyclones bring a low afterwards, and that's what brings the rain onto the mainland for the surrounding areas. So we may end up with a load of rain at the farm anyway. Now the big concern is the next trip up, we've actually done about, I think we've done about 6 or 7 backwards and forwards. We're currently in Ipswich just packing some more bits and pieces. Maya pointed out that there was a gurgling depression in the lily pad dam, and there is a hole in the wall that runs underneath the dam wall and directly into the large dam below. Now this is a huge concern, because if we have a load of water coming through there, it could eventually wash out that hole to a larger diameter and basically breach that dam wall and send all the lily pad water down into the large dam, which, as I pointed out in the video, I don't think is a very well constructed dam, and we could lose it as well. Now there is a fix we can do, a very dodgy bodgy fix, and that is to get some, can't believe I'm saying this, some space expanding foam and put it as far down that hole as we can, then pack it full of soil, preferably a clay based soil, and then hit it with some sort of dam sealing polymer. I've actually bought a bucket of Damit, and I'll put a link to it down in the description. It is definitely not designed for this fix, but what we're trying to do is basically stop the dam wall from breaching until we can get someone out there to look at it and maybe suggest a fix. And I have a feeling, because the dam walls are made with large rocks, this is going to be an ongoing problem, and we may end up having to remove that dam wall and replace it with a proper keyed in and basically flattened, compacted clay base wall down the track, which is very expensive and not in our budget at the moment. So yeah, at the moment we're just looking for a quick fix until we can get someone out there to give us a bit of a heads up. So I just thought I'd bring you up to speed and let you know. Fingers crossed the next video on the channel won't be "and we've lost the dams" or "dam." But we'll just have to wait and see. And just to finish up, I did want to thank all you folks who have subscribed to this new channel. It's absolutely blown Bianca and I away. And to thank you folks, if you're in the market for a Queensland Nutbuster or Queensland Nutbuster Junior, all you have to do is use the code Moving Bush down the bottom there at the checkout, and that will give you $5 off the Nutbuster or the Nutbuster Junior. Hello girls, you're home. We're home. They've been out shopping, buying some bits and pieces for Kira, because we're off for good to the farm tomorrow. But anyway, I will leave it there. I am really tired and I need to have a beverage and a bit of a nana nap, I think. And we will see you folks next video. Cheers all. Have a top on.
Bye.
Oh, there you are.
Sorry. Bye. Bye.
Cheers folks. Take it easy. Jack's first swim.
Good boy.
Good boy. What did you think of that, you wombat?
Good boy.
I think he sort of shocked himself a little bit. Trying to capture B-roll of this for a video.